Yesterday I shared a video talking about my husband's recent myocarditis diagnosis. All I wanted to do was share our story. I want to be heard. Because we're not the only ones that are going through this right now. When that video reached 16,000 views this morning, this is what TikTok did. People who are going through hell and trying to speak up about it are being silenced. We're being pushed aside. You wonder why these stories aren't in the media? Censorship. They're trying to bury these stories, but it's happening, people. You need to stand up. People need to keep sharing their stories, no matter if somebody calls it a coincidence, and no matter if nobody is listening. Keep being loud, okay? Keep sharing. We need to stop the mandates.
The idea that Mark Zuckerberg runs Facebook is a joke. I mean, have you seen those staring eyes in absolute terror and that bewildered face when he's being questioned on Capitol Hill? I mean, the idea he's running a company like Facebook is ridiculous. Obviously, there are other forces involved here, and that's where you get your coordination from. That's why Amazon, and Facebook, Google, and Twitter, and Apple are all censoring in unison, because it's coordinated towards this goal of complete control of information. This whole conspiracy to enslave humanity is a psychological game. Where does human behavior come from? It comes from human perception. Where does perception come from? It comes from information received. Whether it's a personal experience, which is a form of information, whether it's a newspaper, Facebook post, or whatever, it's information received. Now, if you go deep in the shadows, beyond the politicians, you reach that level of this web where they understand, A, how reality works, they just don't want us to know, and B, how the mind works, how psychology works. And what we're looking at, because it's a few manipulating so many, the only way that you can achieve that is by controlling the perceptions of the many, and by dividing and ruling the many as well. But you've got to control the perceptions of the many. And to do that, you control information.
94% ανεμβολίαστοι, 6% εμβολιασμένοι.
Από τους συμπολίτες μας που είναι διασωληνωμένοι, 19% είναι εμβολιασμένοι και 81% είναι ανεμβολίαστοι.
ΜΕΘ, 94% ανεμβολίαστοι, 6% εμβολιασμένοι.
19% είναι εμβολιασμένοι και 81% είναι ανεμβολίαστοι.
94% ανεμβολίαστοι, 6% εμβολιασμένοι.
Από τους συμπολίτες μας που είναι διασωληνωμένοι, 19% είναι εμβολιασμένοι και 81% είναι ανεμβολίαστοι.